Druid, Growth Spurt. The goal is simple. Summon a 10/10, make that a 20/20, plant golem with Blessing of the Golem. Well, what is Blessing of the Golem? Blessing of the Golem is the imbued hero power that you get from Druid. Now, certainly, you can use Imbue cards, and I will be doing so, but using the Imbue cards by themselves, even with the bounce that's available in Standard right now, would not get you to 20. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, bouncing back twice, that's 5, 6. You would still be missing 14, and I don't see a way to make that happen right now. However, so with Hamal Rune Totem, if each spell in your deck is nature at the start of the game, you imbue your hero power, and that's 1. And then you repeat this for every 2 spells you cast. So this is, I want to say unlimited. There is, I'm sure, a finite number of nature spells that you could potentially cast, but 2 nature spells gets you an imbue. 1 imbue minion gets you an imbue. So at least in the beginning, I believe these are worth including. And then I'm just going to fill up with nature spells or minions that are particularly good for this. As it is, we would need a minimum of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 more, so casting 30 nature spells. We're going to see what we can do to make this work. This is a little bit interesting. So, at the top end we have Shaladrasil. Shaladrasil has 2 nature spells in it, unless you corrupt it, in which case it has 0. So you actually don't want to corrupt Shaladrasil for the purposes of this achievement. So that's 3 potentials there. Ward of Earth is just some good delay, and you get 5 armor, you get a random 5 cost demon with taunt. That's 5. Grove Shaper. After you cast a nature spell, summon a 2/2 treant with Death Rattle, get a copy of that spell. This is one of the things that's going to be an engine to possibly get us enough nature spells to do the thing. And it is also one of the reasons I really wanted the mana curve of the deck to be small. So, Grove Shaper, Trail Mix, and Innervate. Trail Mix, Innervate, like, with a combination of those things, you could cast a few different nature spells on the same turn that you do the Grove Shaper. So this could be responsible for a lot of progress. The 2 Ongoro Brochures, which I don't have very many minions, so if I'm out of minions, I could just wait for it to be on the spell side. That's fine. That gets me up to 7. Photosynthesis, so that gets me up to 9. And each of these gets 3 random Druid spells, but those are not guaranteed to be nature spells, so I'm just going to count this as up to 9. Trail Mix, that gets us up to 11. Mark of the Wild, up to 13. Horn of Plenty. This does discover a nature spell, so I'm going to count this double. So that brings us up to 15. Handle with Bear, up to 17. Symbiosis, up to 19. And there is only one choose 1 card from another class that is nature. That is the Shaman one. So I'm not going to count this as more than what I just... So up to 19. Living Roots, up to 21. Innervate, up to 23. I think I got that right. Give me a second. So it's 23 spells. Let's presume that one of the discovers gets us at least 1 nature spell. 24. That's 12 imbues. And then you get 1 from Hamul, that's 13. 14, 15. 16, 17. Which means we need to get at least 6 more spells in between the Grove Shaper and the Daydreaming Pixie. We probably can never rely on more than one from the Daydreaming Pixie, which means anytime we see a Grove Shaper, we need to be able to get at least 2 spells from it. And that is presuming we are able to get through our entire deck. So you can see this is going to be very challenging. This one actually might even be more challenging than the Hunter one, come to think of it. But given the nature spells that are currently available, you know what? I'm going to take these Wards of Earth out in favor of a couple of Ensmallen. Now, there's only a few minions in this deck, but in particular, that brings the Gravekeeper from 5 down to 4, potentially even down to 3, and I think that will make it a lot easier to play the Grove Shaper and get 2 or 3 spells at least each time that happens. So, with that in mind, let's try it out. Alright, the Ensmallens weren't really doing it for me. I mean, that's the 3 mana do nothing has been killer, and I would always draw the Grove Shapers before I was able to cast them anyway. So I took the Ensmallens out. I did put Ysera in there, so I do have to be somewhat careful because I don't want to end up corrupting Shaladrasil, but that'll give me enough mana to work with that I can deal without the Ensmallens. And I put a single Wrath in there to replace the other Ensmallen. So let's hope this does better.
Lunara versus Rastakhan. Who stands before King Rastakhan?
My heart is one with the eternal forest.
Oh, I'm keeping all of that. I'll save the Innervate for later.
By petal and sword.
The exit is this way.
Yeah. I'll get a free Wrath there to kill that, and then Spirits of the Forest.
By petal and sword.
I think it may have been a mistake to put that out there without the ability to evolve it immediately.
Follow the flutterwings. Thorn in your side.
My eyes of flame, my cursed name.
May as well start the march of plant golems.
exit is this way.
Yeah, I'll draw a couple of minions now.
Swarm them! Bipedal and sword!
Job done. The roots lend their strength.
I'm actually going to make a couple of intentionally bad trades here so that I can do this,
Big and strong.
this, this, get rid of my stupid taunt there, get 2 mana next turn, and that gets hexed. Understood.
Our betrayers will suffer endless torment.
Oh, that might actually be a problem.
Time grows short.
Kneel before the strength of the wild.
Bipedal and sword!
Witness the heart of this land.
Ah, the dream is the one that I'm missing.
Time grows short.
Got it.
Time grows short. Is there trouble?
Druids of Azeroth, gods of the wild, the dream beckons.
Oh, nice.
The stars and skies are my domain. Oh!
Connect to those unseen.
I will not be rashed.
The wilds have granted you strength.
Okay, that took me 5 tries. I would say, kind of surprisingly, it wasn't as hard as the Hunter one, but it was not easy. 10 was easy. 10 I got in the first game, and in fact, every single game I played, I got up to at least 10. But the game going on long enough without me dying to get to 20, that was rough. But it took 5 tries. That's not the worst thing in the world, and now it's over. Have a good one.